Dude, I totally forgot. So, two little things. One, well, three things. One, hi. Nice to see you. How are you? Um, Number two, you inspire me so much. You're a big part of my creation in life, and I wanted to share a creation. If you didn't know, I created a deck of cards called Zumi Wisdom, and yeah, if you want to check them out, feel free. They were a true labor of love, and in honor of my teacher, Azumi. Okay, the website will be below. The second thing before we jump into your reading is I already recorded your reading. That's why we're making this now, because I forgot about myself. I do that all the time, I guess. It's hard for me to, I don't know, put myself first in the situation. Anyway, I wanted to record you outside because you're fire and the seasons are changing, but it hasn't rained in a while, so I had to wait. But there's a fire at the end in slow motion, so maybe you'll see something. I feel like some of you can read fire, or again, maybe that's a skill of yours you don't know that you have yet, but maybe once you interact with it, you'll realize that you can. All right, thank you so much. I love you. Here's your reading. Love you, honestly. Hi, Leo. How are you? Oops. You want to get cozy? I really wanted to be outside. I've been loving recording outside, but it's just too cold today, and it hasn't rained for quite some time, so it's not a good time to have a fire. Okay, so November, welcome to Scorpio season. This is a pretty significant time for you. I call it a corner time. It's like 90 degrees. So there can be, for some of you, there can be really big shifts. And specifically, I actually saw that maybe some of you are moving. Or Leo rising, moving in November is actually a good month for you to move, or moving into that Scorpio season. So if you're moving into a new home, congratulations. I hope it's full of light and magic and friendship and love, family. Well, we're sort of looking at your notes, so let's pull from that. I don't know, some of you, I'm guessing, like astrology. I put in the stars where they are right now, and you're the only one that doesn't have, like, you're free from something. I don't know if you've freed yourself from something recently. My heart's getting a little tight about that, but it's, and then I actually saw someone squeeze a pimple, like a whitehead. You know, it's basically there, and it's like, psh, okay, now it's open, and it can breathe. It's sort of confirmed, too, and I was shuffling. This is the Light and Shadow Tarot. It's really beautiful art. You actually received the Hangman in reverse, which is sort of an emphasis of letting go of something. So I really want to congratulate you on this. I really want you to think about what you've let go of, what you've changed in yourself that's well, I guess all the changes that you've gone through, because to me, in my astrological study, and Leo is the way. Leo is the way. You know, you are the way out. You are the way through. You, I heard, make things happen even when you don't mean to. you know, and of course this can go in any way, but I want you to acknowledge the changes that you have done, and whatever is changing right now, whatever again you're letting go of, you're right. I saw where someone was like in a line. Okay. Oh yeah, I just saw someone cleaning out their home, like cleaning out a space that had a bunch of stuff. It's not that that stuff didn't have purpose at certain points, and it still could have purpose, but not necessarily to you. It's like time to share something, perhaps. Share a new you. I also saw some really good energy in your little groups, like your neighborhood, your friends, your homies, your homies, and then also your bigger groups, like both friends that are close, friends that are far away. I feel like there's some helpful people. I also saw there could be some blessings, and specifically even in money. If it doesn't, although it could come through money and this other way, but it could split the branch too, where maybe some of you were just feeling more faithful about, well, what does money do? It like puts food on the table, it pays the bills to make sure we're not homeless, like buys the things that we want, whatever. There's more faith with Vesta going through your second house. This is also having faith in the value of you within your circles, again, small or big. Not yet. Okay. Oh my God. Some of you have strong Capricorn placements. Let me try to explain what I'm seeing. So someone forgets to do something, or someone puts, like, the choice is like, okay, I want to do this and I want to do that. Usually one always starts with one of them. And in this time frame, it actually wants you to switch that a little bit. And for some of you, this is, how do I explain it? It's interesting how we just took that breath out, like, it's sort of the way you blow out a candle. So some of you are Scorpios. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Make a wish, maybe. That did kind of come up too before your reading. I didn't want to start with it because I feel like for most of you, this isn't really old. It's an old thing, a couple years old, couple decade old, decades old. The pain of something. And then I saw something go back to back. Give yourself, Scorpio time is a beautiful time for grieving or for putting things to rest. That where the heart and soul are not in the same energy about it. Right? Because sometimes even though the heart can be very pure, the heart can also be where we pull from, even in an innocent, like, ego way, where the soul is like, it's okay, we can't reverse the waterfall. you know? And the heart may say, but maybe it could have if I only. And when this has to do with the past, I heard remember that you're lucky. Or again, where because you have made, I'm seeing these as changes that you've made. Some of you have like what do you call that? Like a charm bracelet, or what jewelry are you wearing right now? Let me see. Please. Well, I guess you had protection. Part of you are lucky is that no matter what you've been through, that you ended up on the other side of it. That which you miss, you can honor it. Huh. Virgo. And Cancer, so Mercury and the Moon. Let's see what Zumi has to say. Let's soften this a little bit back into the inner child, okay? Because children view life and death's time, everything. The reality is different to a child, right? It's not. So let's go there. Let's see what Zumi has to say for you, Leo. I could never figure out, because I didn't ultimately know, but like, I always felt like Zumi was a Leo. Oh, funny, there's her card. It's her little hair right there. It used to be everywhere. I feel like I have to tell you this story. After she went, some of you are still grieving, right? That's okay. That's okay. But I heard if it's 6 years or more, you have to give it away. Okay. This actually shows me a completion of something. So I heard you don't have to carry it that way. If you still want to carry it, okay. All right, I'm taking a left here. Some of you that are dealing with grieving, I'm being reminded of, I don't remember the name of the tribe, but there's a tribe in what's now known as Canada, like the Northern Territories, and as far as I recall, it's like when something that somebody loved died and they had to grieve it, and whoever was, I guess, felt very close to that, would take their bones and put them in a pack and carry them around for a year. You know, it's like the grave was always with you, you know, that kind of thing. And then after that year, they would let go, because it was, at that point, I would presume that it would, and probably throughout, would be like, wow, this feels heavy. You know, like this energy isn't even with this physical thing. You know, it gets to these different levels, but we have to like kind of interact with it actually, factually, for a while. So maybe an exercise that could be helpful. I'm going to do this with myself. Thank you so much. Oh, these readings are so beautiful. I don't know where they come from, but I'm so grateful for the advice, because anyway, perhaps you should have a piece of the thing that you love, like a physical object. I'm sure you do. Try to find one, and even if it was small, and carry it on you for a while. You know, maybe for some of you this is just like Actually, 6 weeks from this point will actually be the new year. So some of you, when you find this, try to give it, maybe you can let go before then. Or at least, again, like, shift it. Huh. And then I saw someone setting up, like, an altar. Or they're shifting their little sacred spaces. I find the whole house that I get that energy from you. Thank you for that inspiration. I love to decorate and rearrange, and it because as the energy shifts, then so does the space, And when it's frictional, it means we need to move something, right? Be something stagnant. But I guess that's what you've also freed yourself from, or are freeing yourself from. Because there are five senses, right? Like five layers there, and I saw 5 things, and they're like, right, it's like you're very close to the understanding of something kind of big, I heard in 5 different ways. So maybe it's emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, what have you. It's really good job. Good job, right? Good job. Because you're here now, right? And you get to still share your light with the world. You know how it shifts when the electricity goes out? Like, all of a sudden we turn back into this really instinctual animal, like we go to bed shortly after the sun sets. We don't eat after that. It's so something's going back to its natural state, and apparently there's good integrity with this. This is technically the 6 of Wands in this deck. So that is success, and then here's the card of success on the bottom. So there's something that you don't have to be. There's something you don't have to be sad about. Huh. The phone just buzzed. Was it 1616? So it's 2 different towers, or 2 different big things that's happened in your life. In this Scorpio time, you're given an opportunity to cut yourself down from the tree of that which, because again, it could just be energetically. Some of you, it's a physical thing right now. That's the one of the 5 that you're in. But I feel like for most, no matter whether that's happening, there's still these other things. Integrity. That's cool that this card's becoming a Scorpio card to me. It's very gentle, it's Saturn colors. What's the story? Inheritance. Whoa. What necklaces do you wear? Oh, my whole body, just when I touched in this heart space, it went all the way down to, like, filled. So some of you have a really powerful necklace, or, like, again, a powerful piece of jewelry. Do you have a piece of jewelry from a family member? Or somebody's family member? Pardon me. because of something. What am I seeing? I need to open this up just a sec. I wish we were just hanging out. Because, like, this conversation would have switched into something else. Like, I just wanted to talk about art with you for some reason. Like, this is my homegirl Alexandra's deck that she created. It's awesome. But because this is... Well, I guess we could have done that. So I guess if the... I don't know if it's... Hold on. A male in the family is helpful. You meet someone along the path. You leave something behind and then you meet someone along the path. Six of Pentacles. You're protected. Someone has some big ideas. That part, have patience. I think something's becoming more symbiotic. Give me a second. When's the last time you went? I just saw someone at an art museum looking at a painting. There's also like an outside gallery, like a sculpture, like a sculpture garden, sort of. And I see someone sitting under a tree. There's like kind of a mean dog, or what's that about? Oh, you're good. Well, I heard you don't have to interact with everything. Just because it's in front of you doesn't mean it's for you. You don't have to give it attention if you don't want to. Because I heard even if somebody is nice to another, that doesn't necessarily mean that they'll be nice to you. Like if they work together, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can work together. You are meant to work together with that which is close to you. Like you get to decide. Six of Earth here. Like integrity, what you're gonna do. Could also be like a gift from the family at this time as well. There's a really good person here. Oh man. Like they never really ask for more than what they never really ask for more. They're like really, again, integrity. It's not that they don't like nice things, but they know what they need. Huh. So maybe we're gonna have a conversation with a tree, or someone talks to trees. I do. Yeah, better to talk to the trees than the sky. Or that feels more grounding if you're trying to keep patience about something. You know, be like, oh, give me patience. This is like, no, give me patience, right? The earth is very patient. The sky moves pretty quickly most of the time, right? There's things going on up there quick. So, yeah, I guess this is just suggesting in a foundational way too to just be outside. I mean, make the home comfy, but we've talked about this, what, a month, I guess for a month or two, about making the house cozy and prepping for winter, right? So, what are your plans this winter? Ooh, we have knowledge and mastermind. Nice. So, are this this winter are you like studying? What do you want to study, or like what are you learning about? Want to put your mental magic into? Some of you are readers too. Like what's on your bucket list there? Could also be taking a class. Huh. Right, remember master? Nice. Master, as far as I have, I guess I could say I know, takes 30 years, right? Most of you are over 30, so that means you have mastered well, I guess many things. You could have you've mastered many things in that time frame. Doesn't mean that new things can't happen, but they're just different examples of what has already been. Right? And I guess that's where we can use the logic to soften emotion too, if we need to. I mean, you're always put together, right? You have to. And then we got, whoops, who spilled the milk? Well, I guess with integrity, who spilled the milk? I guess whoever spilled the milk should be like, I spilled the milk. It's all good. I guess this is also don't cry over spilled milk. Okay. I feel like that's that. Thank you, Leo. Being a nice life. I've had a lot of Leos in my life. I still have a few. Very grateful. Very grateful. Alright. I hope you have the best month. Please take care. Talk to you next time.